Hello, everybody. We are live. We are live. I'm trying to get this together.
Yeah, we gotta get it together.
Because I want us to be able to see this. Hey. Somebody not tuned in already. What's going on? We are live. We are live. We are live. We are live on Facebook. Hey, what's going on, Nene? I'm trying to get it set up, y'all. So, y'all, what's going on? Hey, what's going on, Keisha Hamilton Brown? Keisha Brown Hamilton. I always get that wrong.
This should be very.
So
I made it to the red couch.
You have made it to the red couch.
Yeah.
Let me give everybody a little bit of time to tune in. We are live on Instagram. We are live on. Did I give you a tip? Yeah, here we go, right here. We are live on Facebook. We are live on Instagram. Hey, too, what's going on, y'all? We are coming up on. We are coming up on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube land. We are live all over. So, y'all, today I have a special guest. This is my first man to sit on the red couch. Hello.
How are you?
Yes, this is this guy here. I met him a couple months ago. My bestie Latoya, she introduced me to him, and she was telling me that he does a little show too, and he goes live on Facebook, and he have like these car conversations. And honestly, y'all, he be having some car conversations, and they be like really controversial shit, okay? And I promise you, like, it has been times I have seen you on your show, and I'd be like, I'm about to unfriend his ass. I promise you, because you be making my blood pressure high. I promise you be making my blood pressure high. Wow. Like the other day, you had you was on your page, and you was like, all my white friends can call me nigga.
Oh yeah. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I ain't like that. I didn't like that. But when I talked to you later, and you was like, you know, you was just trying to figure out who liked it or whatever. Like, this dude has like a very different way of doing things. And, you know, I honestly was a little nervous about bringing him on the show, because I'm like, am I going to be able to have a conversation with you? Because how old are you, first and foremost?
I'm 38.
So he's 38. I'm 45. There is a little bit of a age gap or whatever. But I think that we should be able to have good conversation, and, you know.
I got an old Negro spirit.
Yeah. Okay, then. Old Negro spirit. So we are today, first of all, let's, like I always do, how's your week?
Oh, it's been pretty productive.
You know, it's we in the midst of a ice storm or something. So I was like really not knowing if I was gonna do the show today or whatever, but I'm glad that I was able to have you over.
I wasn't gonna miss the opportunity.
I was so happy.
I've been trying to get on this red couch, you know.
What'd you think about last week's show? Lincoln James.
Lincoln did very well.
I think she did an excellent job, and the viewers showed that she did an excellent job on too. She is on here.
I like Lincoln.
Yeah, she's on here viewing now. Hey, Lincoln.
Hey, Lincoln.
Yes, everybody loved Lincoln James last week. If y'all missed the show, we had Lincoln James on the show, and she was talking about the myths of white women being submissive. And she was basically saying she doesn't think that it's like, you know, white women per se. She feels like it has more to do with the person. But one of the things that we also discussed was the fact that they look at Black women as being angry Black women. And I don't like that. But, and what's the bad part about it is that they have Black men. Y'all, I'm going to say y'all. y'all look at women as being angry black women, and y'all label us as being angry black women. And the bad part about it is that as a race, other races label us as being angry black women and angry black men. Okay, they give us a bad rap. They give us a bad rap of calling us angry black women. But the bad thing about it is,
shit.
Yeah, but the thing about it is when they label y'all as being angry black men, if we was to just say that y'all angry black men, because you don't really see sisters saying that too much.
No, y'all ain't saying that.
Yeah.
Y'all are saying we ain't shit.
Yeah, but that is true. But the thing about it is, but we don't label y'all as being angry black men so much
because we ain't shit.
But the thing about it is, if we label it, but the thing about it is, I keep saying the thing about it is, but when if we was to label y'all that and promote that, being looked at as being an angry black man is what get y'all killed, is what make other races want to arrest y'all. What I feel like that has a lot to do with police brutality, because these white people, and I'm not talking because one of my good girlfriends is white, because she was just here last week, but that's when white people be intimidated by y'all. And they be like, when they see y'all coming, they be like, oh, he was going to kill me because he was coming to me like he was angry, like he wanted to do something to me. And you have to be very careful when you label like that, honestly.
Again, we don't get labeled as angry because we get labeled as not being anything. We ain't nothing.
But
hold
on. Okay.
We're labeled as nothing. So if our women are labeling us as nothing, when we're mad, we ain't shit. So it don't matter if we're mad. That's the way the world looks at it. You see what I'm saying?
But no, I feel like when they label black men, and this is not the topic of the show, y'all. We just kind of going off the cuff right now because we was talking about last week's show, because last week's show was so great that we talking about it again. But one of the things about I feel like with us as black women, when we say that y'all ain't shit, it means that y'all some cheaters, y'all be deadbeat dads, and y'all just don't want to do right.
And how does it make you feel?
That's bad that we say that.
But how does it make you feel when it happens to you?
What you mean?
If you're with a man, and he's cheating on you and he's lying to you, and it's a repetitive cycle, how does that make you feel? Hurt?
Yeah, it makes me feel hurt.
Angry, pissed,
yes.
So you are angry.
Yeah.
And it's okay to be angry.
But anybody is angry. It doesn't necessarily mean black women are angry. Anybody, if you getting used and you getting treated fucked up, you're gonna be angry.
This is what I don't understand. This is what I be talking about. This is what I was saying. It ain't nothing wrong with being angry. You're fed up with the bullshit.
Yeah, you're right.
It's what everybody make. I don't want to be like, you're okay. If you're not angry, then what are you?
Whatever. Whatever. I understand what you're saying. I get it. It's okay to be angry sometimes. I get it.
And I'm angry for women. Yeah. I see the niggas. I see what's out there. And niggas make dumb decisions every day. And I'm using that word a lot because we're going back to what we were talking about. Words are just words. You see what I'm saying? When I made that post based on, I want to see how many of my white friends is going to really.
So y'all, if y'all just tuning in, he on his Facebook page, his name is Roderick Hill. On his Facebook page, he had a post that said, I just want to say that it is okay for my white friends to call me nigga. And
because I love you also.
Yeah, because I love you also is what he said. And I didn't like that. But
nobody did.
So you saying that your point was?
My point is, I understand the structure of, what the trap that they're trying to set. So if a white person calls me a nigga, my initial response would be to lash out and do something stupid, not think, and then I'll be the one in jail that removes me away from my family, my son, the people who need me, based on somebody saying a word that they created. That and just to make it more sense of it, I didn't even put the ER. I put the A.
Yeah, I know.
Because we as Black people, we say that's a term of endearment. So I have white friends that grew up in the trenches just like I grew up. No, not everybody. I'm just saying.
You don't let them call you nigga, do you?
Nobody has ever called me other than a Black person. No white person has ever. I just said that.
Okay.
Because I want Black people to understand that don't let that word trick you into getting yourself in trouble.
Right.
Don't let any word, like, I speak so boldly on my page because these niggas ain't gonna do nothing because I'm gonna reality check you. You see what I'm saying? Don't let my mouth get you in a world of trouble.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because whatever comes out of my mouth is just my opinion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Now that I can understand that, and that's good. That's I can understand that.
And the only time that I open my mouth is to help somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, maybe you thinking of it like what I'm saying is negative.
Mm-hmm.
But now look at it from a different angle. Because I look at it from all angles. I'm an avid chess player.
Lincoln James says, "Why am I so offended by the N-word more than most of my Black friends?" Well, I'm gonna tell you this because it's a word that has been off limits to white people for a long time. Like we can use it as a term of endearment. We can say my nigga. We can say nigga. Like we use it in different ways, but it's one word that has been off limits to y'all. Like just say, for instance, like I wouldn't, like my mama used to say all the time, you wouldn't get up in church and say that. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those words you wouldn't say in front of different, you would know your crowd. Like just say, for instance, now I'm just going to use this word just to use it as an example, but I wouldn't get up and be like, what up, hunky? I wouldn't say that. Even though to me, hunky is not nearly as bad as nigga, I would not call a white person a hunky because it's supposed to be like a derogatory statement. That's a derogatory statement.
Correct, but we have freedom of speech.
Or cracker. Yeah, because down south they say that shit. They say that cracker shit. I don't like that. When I hear like my family down south, they'd be like, "You old crack ass crack." I'd be like, "Oh Lord, and shit that got real now." Okay, this motherfucker done said cracker.
But we can say that as much as we want. We can say that as much as we want, and nobody tells us that we can't say it.
Yeah.
Look, I watch a lot of stand-ups, and all the Black comedians, they talk about everything. Mm-hmm. They call white people all types of names.
Yeah, they do.
And they don't never get told not to say what they can and can't say. But let one of them white comedians say that word.
Yeah, they about to get blacklisted.
And
cancel culture.
And my question is, what if that word offends you so much?
Because it's not a term of endearment coming from them. It's a derogatory statement. It's like, just say, for instance, it's no different from when a man calls a woman a bitch. Mm-hmm. I can call my girlfriends a bitch, but you better not call me one. And that's just like if I was to call you a bitch, that is not something that you call a man.
Okay. Absolutely. But those words trigger emotion.
Absolutely.
So what I'm saying is the word nigga, like, now I understand who you are. You know who I am, kind of, sort of. Like, I care about everybody, right? So when I say the word, when I say that they can say it, because the nigga down the street don't care about me. So why are you so mad about me saying they can say it?
Because they not saying it in the same way. They not saying it in the same way.
But none of us were slaves. Mm-hmm. You feel me? None of us were slaves. We didn't go through what they went through. Those people. So we're defending people that we never met in our entire life because of their struggle. But there's somebody struggling just like you that around the corner that you don't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
So why are you so mad at them saying niggas? Because they call those people niggas. Those niggas stuck together. We don't stick together.
Yeah. Okay, let's get on this.
But that's
not our topic for tonight. Yeah. Look, somebody like I'm lost on the point of this. Okay, this wasn't what we was coming on here to talk about. So what we're coming with, this show is basically about sex and relationships. So today we are talking about like how when you set the tone of relationships, basically, like he used the word subjective, like when having a relationship being subjective. So my thing is that, like I'm a pretty, I'm from Detroit, And I'm like, explain that shit. Like, you using subjective. Like, what do you mean when you say relationships being subjective?
Basically, each individual has a thought of how they want this to go.
Right.
Okay. So when both of you come together, y'all sit down and y'all iron out whatever deal it is, or however y'all for to set this relationship up. There are guidelines within this relationship.
Mm-hmm.
That's not subjective.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what we agreed upon in here may have been subjective from each party to make it make sense for us to be together.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
so basically, like, setting the terms, like, say what you mean and mean what you say.
Yeah. So like for example, are we monogamous? Are we polyamorous? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do we have an open relationship? Now, if you have all these things set and you know what the relationship is, now it's a value of right and wrong. Now we know what's right and we know what's wrong, because that's the only way you can disrespect the relationship. And people only see what they do right. Most of them in a relationship, they don't see what they do wrong.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. Because don't nobody want to take responsibility, basically.
Yeah. So that's what makes it subjective.
So my thing is, like, just say for instance, like, so when I was talking to you, when we were talking off camera or whatever, you were saying basically like when a person cheats, like, just say for instance, like, to me, I feel like, to me, cheating is a deal breaker. If I'm in a relationship, I shouldn't have to sit down and have a conversation with you and say, don't cheat on me.
Correct.
Well, if we in a relationship, as soon as I say, like, my last relationship, and I feel like relationships aren't understood, relationships are spoken. Correct. Like, so therefore, if I'm in a relationship with you, I feel like you suppose if you say I want to be with you. Mm-hmm. Now that means that if you say you want to be with me and you want to be in a relationship with me, that means that you don't want to be in a relationship with nobody else.
Correct.
So therefore, I'm not about to be dealing with all this sneaky shit. I got a right to call you as many times as I want to call you, because this is my interpretation of what a relationship is. I feel like I can call you as many times as I want to call you. I feel like I can ask you where you at and what you doing. Mm-hmm. I feel like I don't have to ask you every female that I see you talking to, because I'm not one of them insecure females where you can't have no female friend. But I shouldn't have to ask you, are you sleeping with that female?
Can he do it to you?
What?
Can he blow you up like that?
Yes. Yes, my man can blow me up. If he calling me and I'm not answering the phone, mm-hmm. my boyfriend has a right to blow my phone up. That goes without saying. Like,
I can't argue that point.
Yeah.
But okay. Would you ever pursue a man?
Yes.
Okay, so why?
Well, I feel like in this day and age, well, I'm going to say this, pursue to a certain extent, because at the end of the day, I'm still a lady. So it's like, I'm not about to court a man the way he court me, because I would never, like, now in this day and age, they be having women that be proposing to men and all that type of shit. Like, I'm not about to do none of that shit, because I wasn't raised like that. You got to, if you want to be with me, then you got to, if you want to be with me, then you gotta state your claim. I want to be courted. And I feel like that has a lot to do with the reason why I'm single right now, because I'm not about to chase no dude, because my thing is, just like you said, in the beginning, the way you start out a relationship is that's how you got to keep it going. And I am not about to start off chasing you, because if I chase you, that means for the whole relationship, that's what you're going to be expecting me to do. And I'm not about to do none of that shit.
I don't understand why women approach me. That's never been a thought in my mind. Like, I've never found a woman to.
How old are your parents?
My mom is 63. And my father is deceased.
Okay.
But yeah, I was always taught, like.
So were you raised solely by your mom?
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah. Okay.
Some would try to call me a mama's boy, but I'm far from that. But I did see my mom go through a lot, so my outlook on relationships is a little bit different. So
what was like your last relationship? Like, like, have you had a long-term relationship before?
Yeah, most of my relationships were long-term. Well, according to what's long-term according to you?
Like 2 years or more?
Oh yeah, I've only had 3 relationships. The first one was 4 years. The second one was 4 years.
And what was the understanding that you had, like, in your relationships? Like, how did y'all carry yourself? Were y'all monogamous? Were y'all whatever?
Yeah, monogamous.
And why did it end?
Cheating.
Who cheated?
They did.
Oh.
Well, I'm not. Well, my son's mother didn't cheat.
See, I be thinking like when the woman cheat, because I feel like women don't cheat. Women don't cheat. That's how I feel. In order for a woman to cheat, something done happen in her life that, because I feel like every woman is born with the idea of having a husband, a kid, a dog, the picket fence, and all that type of shit. So I be feeling like women just don't cheat. And I'm gonna tell you this: me and my girls, we'll be thinking like, if you cheat, it must not be something right in the bedroom, honey. Because cheating is made up of sex.
Y'all talk about all these soul ties and stuff, but I don't think y'all be believing it. So what typically what happens is, if that woman was cheated on in her past relationship, and she hops into something new, she's still of that last relationship. So the person she cheats with is typically the ex.
Yeah.
So, and when you're young, when you're young, you don't think about that stuff. So
they gonna say, Lincoln James, ain't nobody asked you nothing, Lincoln. If you wanted to talk, you should have came on the show. No, but they gonna say, she said women cheat. And Keita said, yes, they do cheat. I don't. My stance is women do not cheat unless they are broken.
Women do not cheat. Little girls cheat. Men do not cheat. Little boys cheat. And don't get these people confused with grown ass children. Because you'll see them. Some of them still play video games. Some of them still can't let go of things of the past. They don't want to let go of their childish things. So But
I feel like this. If for me, and y'all might not agree with me, but I feel like in order for a woman to cheat, it has to be something that she's missing in the relationship. Because most women growing up, can you tell me a little girl that's playing with baby dolls that have the woman that they have one Ken, okay? When we play with Barbies, we only have one Ken. It don't be Ken and all the other.
And Ken don't come with shit.
Yeah, right. But that's because Barbie had low standards. Barbie had low standards. That's what it is.
That's what the world painted. The world painted that it's y'all are Barbie girls in this Barbie dream world and all this other stuff. And that's not reality. Like, and y'all going for the sexy looking Ken niggas who ain't got shit.
That is one of the things that one of my topics was, would we want a guy who that has nothing and have good sex?
What is sex? Broke niggas fuck all day.
They do. Broke niggas, if you are out there right now and you got good sex, please hit me up in my inbox. Dick pics are accepted at all times.
But it's a contradiction. When you got songs like Cardi B saying, broke niggas don't deserve no pussy. I know that's right. But then y'all saying y'all want niggas that can fuck for hours. The only niggas that can fuck for hours are broke niggas.
Keita said, immature individuals do not give themselves time to heal. Okay, I'm going to say this, though. I believe that, but you got to look at it like this. You gotta look at it like this. A lot of people be hurting so bad, and they feel like they gotta get with somebody else to heal those wounds, to take their mind off of that, and that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing to jump into something else. I've done that before, and the thing about it is you can't be right for that person that you're going into because you halfway in and halfway out. So I agree with that.
And see. I had did a lot of talking about how women fall in love. When they fall in love with something, that's what they become. That's the reason why y'all always have to go find yourself. You see what I'm saying? Like, when you fall in love with whatever it is, that's what you become. Like, if you fall in love with work, that's what you become. You become a career person. If you fall in love with your mate, that's who you become. You start liking the things that they've shown you.
Yeah.
So when y'all get out of those relationships, y'all forget who y'all truly were. So y'all trying to go back and find that person that
yeah, because
you were.
I'm telling you, I've been in relationships before, and when I break up, I always be like, what was it that I was doing before?
Like, how do y'all forget that? That's what I always want.
Because you be so wrapped up in a relationship. I be feeling like if you had a good relationship, if you had a relationship and it was a strong relationship, especially like something that had longevity, then you, most of the time, me as a woman, I'm not gonna speak for women because I see y'all ain't agreeing with me tonight. Okay, y'all want to act funny because I got a guest over here, but my thing is when I be in a relationship, I kind of go in head first, and it be like I stop hanging with my friends as much as I used to hang with my friends. I start being with my man more. I don't and when it's over, hey, what's going on, pound for pound? But when I be in my relationship, I stop hanging with my girls as much as I hung with them. I don't I just change. And I be like I be absorbed in my relationship. So it's like when it's over, if it's over, I got to figure out who I was before. And I know I ain't the only one. Y'all get into relationships.
Everybody does it. But how many years, how many failed relationships is it going to take for you to just realize you can't forget who you are?
That's true. Now that's true.
Like,
look at him, just young man talking with some knowledge over here. Okay, the first man we done had on the red couch. Okay, go ahead.
I mean, I understand it's not easy. You know, you're gonna go through some shit. Like for me to even get to this understanding, I had to go through, you know, my depression, anxiety. Like I said, my last real relationship, I caused that on heartbreak. You know what I'm saying? Taught me a lot. So
what you mean you caused that on?
My son's mother.
Uh-huh.
She was my fiance.
Okay.
Letting my ego get ahead of me. There was a situation between her and her stepfather, and he was disrespecting her. And the way I was raised was, you don't never let a man disrespect your woman. No, you don't never do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm being a knucklehead. He was talking, and he kept talking, and I asked him not to disrespect him, and he kept doing it. So I had to handle that. And so when I did that, I got the police called on me, and I had to go to jail. And she had to take a job in California, so I couldn't leave the state. So that time that while I was fighting that case, we kind of like grew apart. So she stayed in California, and I stayed here. So in my mind,
you didn't now. But I mean, do you look back on it now like you did this shit and then she left me? Do you feel that way? Because I'd have been like, hold on now. I done did all this. You gonna stay here with me, goddamn it. You ain't gonna leave after I done went through all of this.
Yeah.
But you got a child with her, so you had to look out for the best of the child.
Yeah, I did, but they let me know, like, people who be saying that they're tough in real life really don't be tough, because when you show how far you're willing to go, all it takes is a few words, and then they'll put you behind bars. So,
okay. So I see people on here and they comments and they saying like my cousin Queen Angie, she said, be authentic, be your authentic self no matter what. Tanisha Smith says, I start how I want us to be. I show you who I am, and that means I like space and I want him to have his as well. Now I'm gonna address that. She said she likes to have space. See, to me, I feel like, now don't get me wrong, if we in a relationship, like I am the type of person I like to be up under my dude.
What is space?
Yeah. So to me, space is you have your ass in the living room and I'm in the kitchen, or you have your ass in the living room and I'm in the bedroom. That's all the space. These walls in this apartment gonna be the space.
Your space is supposed to be when you're away at work. You don't. A man should not have any extra free time. If he has extra free time, that should be dedicated.
What about hanging out with his boys and stuff?
If a man has extra free time and he wants to be in a relationship, that should be dedicated to that woman.
Look, we got another Lincoln James. They about to be in your inbox, homie. Look, he's talking good over here.
Nah, because I mean, you spent all these years with your homeboys. Now I'm good.
Okay, go ahead.
You spend all these years with your homeboys. Your homeboys are gonna, because understand this, your homeboys or your homegirls, when they find somebody, you best believe they're gonna be spending time with that person.
Yeah, everybody share this. Now, y'all see I done cut out all the cussing and everything. So y'all was talking shit. Y'all tell me y'all couldn't share this video. So I want all these people to share this video right now. And if you on here, go to my YouTube page, simply The Bald Head Truth, and subscribe. Everybody share this right now. I ain't cussing and I ain't doing none of the ignorant stuff that I used to do when we started off. So y'all make sure y'all share. Carla, make sure y'all share. Okay. Now I feel what you say. Like you got, like, it's almost like the Bible verse. Like when you are a child, you do childish things. Right. And when you become an adult or a man, you lay down those, you lay down those childish things. And that's, to me, is a part of being in a relationship. And now one of the things that I'm going to say about my last relationship, what I did not like, is that we both were from Detroit. Okay. And we both were from Detroit. We were here, living here. And I did not like that when he went to Detroit, he went to Detroit without me. When I go to Detroit, I was going to Detroit without him. I didn't like that. I felt like if we go together and we in a relationship, then we need to go and visit our people together. And we like, you can drop me off at my parents' house, go visit whoever you got to visit if that's what you want to do. And then you come back and pick me up and then we go to the room together. And that's what it is. We are out of town together. We are vacationing, because when you go back to your hometown, to me, that's vacation. And if you're in a relationship, that's what I think it is.
You shouldn't be ashamed. That's to me, just hearing the stories, that sound like there's somebody's ashamed of somebody. That's what that sounds like.
That's what it sounds like to me too. So Drew Garcia, I think this is Keita Friend. Hey, Drew Garcia, thank you for tuning in. Said, no, you travel together. Ain't no solo shit. Yeah, hello. See, when you get to a certain age, all that solo shit, it ain't no more I and me. It's we and us.
Like, this is what the independent women don't understand. Y'all doing all this traveling and catching flights and going to all these fancy places with your homegirls. You don't leave room for a nigga to really show you nothing. Okay. You going out the country, a nigga can't take you out the country if you already been.
Yeah, because that was one of the things with my last relationship. He was like, I don't want to go there. You already been there. He was like, I don't want to, like, I was like, let's go to Aruba, because last time I went to Aruba, he like, I don't want to go to Aruba if you already been there. You've been there with some other nigga. But my immature mind, and I'm gonna say this, my immature mind was like, I couldn't feel that. So let me read what Tanisha says. Okay. Tanisha says, I love attention. I'm an attention whore. I must say, from my man, but I have seen firsthand couples under each other 24/7 and got married, and one partner wants to have girl nights from time to time. And oh no, baby, that wasn't happening. And you know why? Because she portrayed to him that she didn't need her time. Yeah. I feel like that's only human, that you need some me time sometime. Like, just say, for instance, like, you ain't gonna tell me that if I say the Real Housewives of Atlanta is coming on and it's the season premiere and I want to watch, you ain't gonna want to go and watch that shit. But okay, let me say this though, y'all. Let me say this before you answer that. Are you native Texan? Mm-hmm. So that is one thing that is different here than in Detroit or in the Midwest, okay? Because in Detroit, dudes go out with their boys. Girls go out with their girls. At the end of the night, they call each other up, and that's when they hook up. Here, when you see guys out, they had a gal with them. When they be out together, it's hard to meet somebody in Texas because 9 times out of 10, if they got somebody, they out with those girls. So that is something that's different. Girls, guys here, y'all, if you come to Texas, guys go to church with you, they go to the club with you, they go to the grocery store with you, they do everything. But people here do stuff together.
But you gotta be careful because some of these niggas be bums. So they gotta go. They get treated like kids. So I'm just saying, you got to be careful with what you're seeing. Don't believe everything that you see.
Yeah, everybody needs, Drew Garcia said, everybody needs some me time and a long time. Yeah, Drew, where are you from? Are you from Detroit? Are you from the Midwest? Because they think different. And I know, L.O. Hughes, I know that you looking at it, you don't agree with these words up here being wrong. I'm just going to take the words down. Because my bald head truth is backwards because my camera. I am working. Let me tell y'all this. I'm going to pin my Cash App on here. If y'all got something to say about it, I'm going to pin my Cash App. I'm trying to get a webcam and it costs $460. Cash App me a couple coins and we can get this We can get this popping. And y'all ain't got to look at that shit backwards no more. I'm trying to tell you. So I'm putting my Cash App on here. Y'all, hey, check it out.
But yeah, I think we as humans, we overcomplicate relationships. Like, I feel like we don't know what love feels like anymore. Well, I mean, I do, but I feel like nobody knows what true love feels like anymore. Because now everybody got this thing where they're saying, oh, this type of love is different from this type of love. When love just is. You can't describe love.
Yeah,
it's just a feeling.
Yeah, it's a feeling.
Like,
yeah,
it's just a feeling. You just know, like the love that you have for your parents is going to be the same type of love you have for your children, or somebody that's near and dear to your heart. Like they give you something that you need, and when you're looking for that special somebody, that person needs to be able to fulfill all those needs. That feeling, that's that the same feeling that your mama and your daddy give you, the same feeling your kids give you.
But that is a different kind of love.
It's not.
When you love that I have
for your kids.
I don't have kids.
I do.
So let me tell you this.
Okay.
I don't have kids. So therefore, like last week when Lincoln James was saying she put her kids before, she put her man before her kids. I was over here like, but the reason why I felt that way is because I don't have children and I wish I had kids. I long for kids. So I feel like if I had kids, I would hold them up. I would spoil them to death. I would probably, in my mind, being a great mother would be showering them. Like, mind you, I might be going about it all wrong, but I would never put anything before my kids.
No, and
I ain't never had a husband either, so I can't tell you.
And that's where the problem comes in, because we got so many broken homes that the women can now place their kids on a mantle over the man. See, when the man gave you your kid, you will hold him at a higher regard because y'all both came together and made that life. You see what I'm saying? But I get it. Niggas is fucked up. So now when this new man comes in, all this woman cares about is make sure these kids are taken care of. You have to show something different.
Okay, Sunshine Dennis says loving someone and being in love with someone is totally different. I believe that because I still love my ex, but I'm not in love with them anymore.
Let's just keep it funky. Y'all talking about fucking. That's what y'all talking about. Because if you remove sex, everybody's the same.
That's true.
Everybody.
Yeah, because me and him not having sex no more. And that's probably why I love him. But if we was having sex, I would probably be in love with him. Maybe, I don't know.
Y'all fall in love with
because let me tell you this. The thing about it is though, I was molested as a child. So I don't put sex and love in the same category because I can have sex without emotion.
Correct.
Because so that's different for me.
That's just an activity.
Yeah. It's what I'm doing. I'm chasing a feeling. It's almost like how crack addicts be chasing a high. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's how so I can have sex with somebody and not love them. I'm having sex because I want to bust that nut. And once I get up, I'm getting up with my feelings and everything.
Yep.
So
that's what I'm saying. Like that's really what people saying. Being in love, being in love means I don't want to do anything around this person, but I love them.
Say that one more time.
When they say that they're not in love with a person, if there was no sex involved, how do you fall out of love?
If they do something fucked up.
Correct. And that's the same thing that you will hold your friends to.
Yeah.
That's the same thing that you will hold your children to.
Yeah.
Your parents to. Anybody.
But my love for my family is unconditional. Like my love for my sister is unconditional.
They get second chances.
Yeah, my sister, like me and my sister, we have fall out. We done fell out to the point where we done went and got counseling. But you better not say nothing about it. Even if like me and my sister had got into it and we wasn't speaking. Me and my sister has went long as 6 months. But if I was to know somebody was gonna do something to her, I will kill a rock for my sister. Mm-hmm. So
and that's how you're supposed to feel about your partner. Because when y'all become one, if y'all are married, he's supposed to be willing to give his life for you. Nikki
Sell said, I cannot have sex without feelings. I can absolutely not. I can have a feeling. I have a feeling like I love you, but are you saying that you can't have sex? Like you can't have sex with somebody unless you're in love with them?
Without emotion.
Like you can have some emotion because that's what's gonna get you wet. Let's hold up. That's what's gonna get your little coochie wet. But I'm talking about, can you have sex and not be in love with them? Like I can have sex with somebody and not be in love with them. Okay, so Gina Hill said, I like cussing, and when a woman cheats, that's because the man. That's your mom. Oh, hey, mama. She said, I like cussing, and when a woman cheats, that's because the man fucked up. But the love you're speaking on now, there's a difference, and you're not missing too much since you have not had a husband. These men nowadays will send me to jail, and crack addicts don't chase the high.
And see, so just so y'all know, you hear how she talk? Yeah, this how y'all know this is all authentic. I don't agree with what she's saying, but I love my mama. So I ride with what my mama say because I love her.
He said, I don't agree with her. Mom, he don't agree with you, but he ain't gonna say it. That's how I am about my sister. Like listen, I'm not gonna.
But when you truly love somebody,
yeah,
you gonna give them those second chances. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now it's different with your mate because there's guidelines. Now you cannot break these guidelines. Now if it's something that happened outside these guidelines and it was a mistake, an honest mistake, then yeah, you're gonna forgive that person because that person didn't mean to. Honestly, didn't mean to. But you can tell. Like people act like they can't tell, and that's what bothers me. Like you knew that nigga was cheating. You knew she was cheating.
L.O. Hughes, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But why would you stay? Oh, because he can do better. I mean, he was gonna get better. How much time?
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe this is what I believe. I believe that if a man cheats on you, and this is just my opinion, y'all. I don't have the facts on it. And he's Carla said he a smart man. You better agree with your mama, right? Right. But I feel like if a man cheats on you and you bring him back or you allow him to come back without penalty, I just feel like if you allow him to come back, he gonna do it again.
Correct.
I feel like because he like, oh, that's all I had to go through was her being mad for a little while. I feel like they'll cheat again. Because I do.
Humans are easily manipulated.
So L.O. Hughes says, don't confuse sex with intimacy. My cousin said, you can have sex and not be in love. Yeah, I agree with that. Tanisha Smith says, I want me and my mate to love each other, respect each other, be best friends, and I'm a real homebody. So I want to lay up in bed and watch House Hunters, but I'm also cool with my man saying, baby, me and the boys are doing whatever. Okay, baby. But I also want him to be okay with me and the girls going for drinks. But I also love me and my man to go for drinks. You have to walk in a relationship being you, no matter how bad you want that relationship. Don't portray false images.
She said she likes sitting laying around the house watching House Hunter.
Yeah, but with her man.
Hold on. Who got time to be laying around the house?
You could have time to lay around the house. Like Sundays. Y'all watch the game.
But she also likes to go. Never mind.
But you know what? I'm going to say this, though.
Never mind.
That is the difference between being in a relationship. That is a difference between being in a relationship in the North and in the South, I think. I really feel like y'all don't even realize how big a difference it is from having a relationship in the North and in the South. Because in the South, people date differently. They are with a man all the time, and they are with a woman all the time.
That's where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, though. They still have time. They still have time to cheat, and they do have time to cheat. But they do not. They protect their house at all costs.
Just for kicks. What is it that you're trying to do? If your me time is you going out of the house. And this is, I'm not saying nobody is wrong for how they feel. I'm just asking a question. Because from what I understand is a man settle down when he's ready to stop playing outside.
Yes, that's what they're supposed to do.
So if I'm ready to stop playing outside, I'm coming in the house. why you want to go outside?
Yeah, I can see that.
Your me time. Why do you need to be away from me? Y'all don't want us going out to see if we can still see if we got it. Why do I can
see that.
So what is that about?
Keita said, I fell in love with someone and we hadn't slept together. Everyone has a different experience and opinion on it. I can fall in love with someone without having sex with them, but I feel like sex is 80% of a relationship.
It's not though.
No, I'm not gonna say 80. I'm not gonna say 80. I'm gonna say it's 60% of a relationship. Because you can say as much as you want that you can have that you love somebody, but if the sex is whack, you are going to find fault in that person. It can be the way they slam the door on your car. You're gonna be like, damn, why are you slamming my door like that?
Low value. Y'all got those people who think like they have low value.
Really? So I got low value?
That's low value.
So what do you mean? Like I don't value myself?
Sex is located where? How do you have sex?
In the private parts.
Where is that located on you?
Lower on your lower extremity.
Are you supposed to be thinking with your what?
Head.
And that's on your.
That's at the top of your. Look at how smart he is, y'all. Look at how smart he is. Look at this young man. I love that.
Most women fall. Y'all don't fall in love with the sex. Y'all fall in love with the mental gymnastics niggas put you through.
Your mama said if he cheats on you, don't get all upset. Just ask him what time he'll be home and beat him. I know that's right.
I don't agree.
Right. So she said,
like we concern ourselves with money. Money is located lower. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff.
So my girl said you can't go have sex with your friends without going to fuck around. So she said
I can't go have sex.
You can't go drinks with your friends.
Oh, drinks.
You can't go have drinks with your friends without going to fuck around.
I mean, what time are we talking though?
Like
talking happy hour?
Like if you saying it don't matter what time. If you tell your wife when I leave from work, I'm about to go have drinks with my friends.
Honestly, whatever you work out with your person is what that is. But the reality is you can't tell no grown person what to do.
Lincoln James says after 45, sex is 90% of a relationship.
That's because you got all your shit together.
That's right. That's right. And so that's I need you to get shit off the top shelf. I need you to do shit around the house. And because I can't, that's part of being independent though. That I need you to accentuate me. I need you to bring a little bit to the table, but I need you to have sex. Like I need us to have
in a
sex.
relationship. No. Do you want to be married?
Yes, I do.
How many times do you think you're supposed to have sex in a marriage?
Like a week?
However.
I think that if we have sex, I would love to have sex at least once or twice a week.
Once or twice a week?
Yeah, because I've been in a relationship. For how long? How periods of time?
Yeah, you said once or twice, so I'm gonna go with the max. I'm gonna go twice.
Okay.
How long? How long is this sex
session? Mm-hmm. Maybe 15 minutes.
Okay. You sound like a woman that got some business going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so
because it don't take all day to do nothing. You ain't got to be humping and bumping on me. I just had this conversation with my hairdresser, and she's going to be on the show Sunday, y'all. Tune in on Sunday for Hair Fetish Shop. Will be on the show. Tune in on Sunday. Make sure y'all tune in. But anyway, go ahead.
But they say that a wife is supposed to have sex with her man as much as he wants. Meaning, it shouldn't really be a lot because he should be out building for the family. Like everything that he's supposed to be doing is supposed to be building up for when y'all get old.
That's that Southern man.
You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have time to. If you go look at Color Purple, like it's a lot of truth in that. You see, the Mister just climb on top of me, do what he got to do, and then he done. That's how it's supposed to be because he didn't have time.
That's not how it's supposed to be. That's how it was.
They portrayed it.
That's how it was there because you wasn't supposed to question husbands about outside. They used to have outside children. They used to have a whole nother family across town and all that type of stuff. Like
we changed dating for the worse. We did. Meaning like all this compatibility test stuff now. Our grandparents wasn't doing that shit.
No, they wasn't.
You see what I'm saying?
But also the why it wasn't no such thing as divorce. I ain't never heard no couple back in the day getting no divorce. Now You say you be married 6 months and motherfucker say something wrong to you, you be like, I'm on a divorce. They don't work it out no more. People don't work it out.
People run away from problems.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, you were molested. Me, when I sat down and I really understood that what I had went through, I was like, you know what? I just gotta be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I can't be scared of that because whatever comes, I'm gonna have to be able to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
And most people don't like to go back down memory lane and go through that stuff. So that's why they want to bail every time something happens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying like not to bail. If it makes sense to bail, bail. But I see everybody talking about these red flags. People are people. People have flaws. But you have to find it in your heart whether is this person worth it? Did they pursue me in the right way? Because if y'all women chasing men, because y'all are, most of them now are chasing men.
That's what they want here in Texas, I think. They want you to chase them, and I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to chase no dude. I can't do it. It just, I'm not built that way.
You won't win by chasing a man, and a man won't win by chasing women.
Or
men have to be focused on chasing the money, because with the money, I did a live video. I said the more bills a man can pay, the more women he can get if he want to. The more bills he can pay.
Have you ever seen that movie with Chris Rock? And he was it was the girl that he had grew up with. He was married, and the girl that he had like a friendship with this girl, and it started interfering with his marriage, and he was like,
my wife.
Yeah, I think I love my wife. Mm-hmm. The white guy in that movie told him, don't chase the girl. He said, chase the money. He said, because if you chase the money, the girl will come.
It says you'll lose a lot of money chasing women, but you'll never lose women chasing money.
Yes, that's what he did. I said, I like that. I like that.
Because
Carla said, I need my space and I also need to cuddle. My man needs his own time away as I do. But when we come together, it's amazing. I like that. I like that. Can you get that? I don't know.
But how long y'all gonna do that for? I'm thinking about the long haul. How long we gonna do that for? Yeah. How long we gonna want to go out to the bar and have drinks with our girls? And I'm gonna say girls because I got homegirls. I got a lot of homegirls. How long we gonna do that? Till we 60? Ain't nobody thinking that far.
So you think it's supposed to stop at a certain time?
No, I'm not saying what a person should do.
Do you think that when you're in a relationship, it's supposed to stop?
I feel like when you're in a relationship, whatever rules y'all set, just do right by the rules. We got too many people okay with being side chicks and side niggas. You see what I'm saying? If I cheat on a woman, I know that's wrong. I know she's gonna be mad. And now all of her to do is go and manipulate her and make her forgive me and do it again. Women have to understand to change that. Y'all rules gotta apply. I don't care if it's okay for y'all to go do that, but whatever you set forward, make sure your partner know.
So you gotta lay down the ground rules. Basically, that's what you're saying. When you start a relationship, you got to lay down the ground rules. Now I'm about to be transparent for a minute here. So I was in a relationship. I'm not going to say my last relationship, but I'm going to say I was in a relationship and I cheated on my dude. Okay. And I was cheating with somebody and they was cheating with somebody too. And when me and the person that I was with, when our relationship, when I broke up, when me and my dude broke up, my terms changed for the dude who I was cheating with. I wanted him to start checking in. I wanted him to start calling me every day. My rules changed, and I know that that's not fair. But his rules also changed because he felt now that I'm single that I needed to pass by him if I started dating somebody else, if I started kicking it with somebody else, if I started having sex with somebody else. He felt like I was supposed to pass that shit by him. And one of the things that he also said was if I start dating somebody, that I should tell the guy that I'm newly dating about him. I should tell them that I have a friend. And I don't agree with that. I don't agree that.
No.
If me and you know what it is. Mm-hmm. So if I'm kicking it with you and me and my boyfriend broke up or whatever, which I would never do that again, y'all. I would never cheat on my dude. I never will.
What made you cheat?
Well,
since we're transparent,
I feel like the reason why I cheated was because he was the polar opposite of my ex-boyfriend. He was just different. My ex-boyfriend was a little bit more refined. This dude was a little rough around the edges. Like, we had conversations about making money, and he would tell me how to make money, and we laugh and joke together. I like his sense of humor and all of that type of stuff. Huh? No, this was the guy I cheated with.
Okay.
So I cheated with him. And it was like, I would be angry about something. And mind you, the thing about it is, the guy that I cheated with, I respected his mind. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when I would bring like my relationship problems to him. Mm-hmm. I would talk to him about things that was going on. And if I was wrong, he would tell me I was wrong. Mm-hmm. Like, he'd be like, nah, baby.
Played on your emotions.
No, he would tell me, he would be like, if I'd be like, let me tell you what this motherfucker did. He'd be like, I mean, what did you expect for him to do? Like, he would tell me, like, no, you shouldn't do that. And I'm telling you, I'd be talking to this motherfucker, and then I would be like, you know what? You right. He like, don't go in there being angry. You need to go in there and talk to him and just tell him how you feel, blah, 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 blah. And it sustained our relationship a little while longer because I was getting good advice. It was me and him. I was emotionally tied to him because it wasn't even too much about the physical aspect of it. It was, I relied on him emotionally. Yeah. He had my mind. Yeah.
So and then after you broke up, that dynamic changed, and are y'all cool now?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
So my cousin said the problem is people acting married with people they have no intentions of building a life with.
Correct.
I believe that. Believe that. Do you take these meantime relationships and start putting long-term expectations and long-term stipulations on somebody, and it's just a meantime relationship?
Y'all just gotta get y'all characters in check. That relationships will work if you get your characters.
Your mama said, no, don't say nothing about nothing. Listen, they call me the bald hair truth mom, and I just tell the truth. I cannot tell a lie. I'm transparent. That's what it is. That's what it is about me.
Yeah, like I said, we just overcomplicated. Like, you know what you want from a person. If that person is not fulfilling that need, remove them. Simple.
But sometimes you don't, because you be afraid to be by yourself.
Why?
That's why I stayed in my relationship, because it went through so much to find that motherfucker. It took so much to find them, and you had to go. And you don't want to start. You don't want to start all over. You go through so what you like to do. So what's your favorite color and all that type. But the thing about but it's so much going on in your life, and the world is changing every day. You kind of be looking for something consistent. You want something consistent. So therefore, it was like with me, I just wanted to be.
Are you consistent?
Am I consistent? I felt like I was being consistent.
No. Before you got with that person, were you consistent?
What you mean? Like with who?
With yourself. The things that you need to do.
That I wanted? My terms?
Were you consistent? Everything that you did you do it with consistency?
Yeah, I feel like I did.
And then when you got in a relationship, did anything change?
Yes, I was with him all the time.
And so you became inconsistent.
Right, because I was being with my man, what you just said.
I didn't tell you to be with him.
My friend said he sounds somewhat controlling, and he might be that it might be that Texas in him.
Funny that you say that. The last official relationship, it only lasted like 30 days. But
she said you was controlling?
No, I'm not controlling. I don't feel like who am I to tell you as an adult what you can and you can't do?
Okay.
I cannot tell you not to go fuck anybody. I can't tell you what time to come in the house. I can't do none of that. By law, I cannot control you.
I gotta want to do it.
You have to want to do that.
Right.
So in order for me You want to know what? I can't be controlling because I'm supposed to be able to control. I'm supposed to be able to control my environment. So if I don't want her to come in the house at 3 o'clock in the morning, I won't say nothing. I'll just conduct myself accordingly. I will conduct myself accordingly, meaning I move a certain.
So you're not big on communication?
I'm very, very much so. She already gonna know that. But you can do what you want to do. But when you're hanging out at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, if we live together, first off, I wouldn't be living with her anyway, unless we're married. You see what I'm saying? Now, when you're married, the rules of the game change. When you're single, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Oh, okay. So listen, my cousin Angie said, when you reach a certain age as a woman, men ain't knocking your door down trying to date you with a purpose. That is the truth. See, our date of expiration as women is up before your day, the men. See, because there's a lot of girls out here that are looking for father figures. So they will date an older man, but it'd be kind of hard for young women, for older women to find somebody, because like what I'm finding now is that most of the people that are my age, they're either married or they just fucked up and don't nobody want them.
Y'all too independent. And I get it. And what I mean by that is, my cousin asked me a question. He was like, what would you tell a woman who's looking for a husband who has a nice house, 2 or 3 cars? Like, why do you want a husband? You got everything. You got
because you want companionship. You want somebody to share.
Now, what this? But you don't
know
want,
how lonely it is coming into this house and knowing that somebody. You are the second man that has come into my house this year. That's besides the maintenance man, and I ain't talking about nobody giving me no dick. I'm talking about you the second man that has come into my house, and that's lonely.
So what's causing you from getting that?
Because I'm not willing to invite anybody into my space.
So if you want a man, why argue with the things that he say? But in the same breath, I would say, because I already knew it was going to touch your soul when I said that. So I say that to say the same thing to the men. If you chose that woman, why are y'all arguing about anything? You chose that person. You should have already knew what came with this. You see what I'm saying? So I don't believe that there's no adult should be able to control any adult. You should just want to do it. It's a respect thing.
Yes, I agree with
me
that.
As a man. If I respect my woman, even if I don't live with her, I'm coming home at 9 o'clock just so she can know the pattern.
Yeah.
I get off work at this time. I'm coming home. I'm talking to you on my way home.
I like it.
So if you're going out, now it's gonna make me start questioning. Okay, what type of woman is she? Is this like, it's okay for her to go out, but is it cool? Like, is this somebody that I want to see myself with in 10, 15, 20 years?
But it's preference, because some guys don't matter. So let me say this. Carla said, I'm 52. I'm not saying go out to clubs. I'm saying you can have lunch, shop, sip, and paint. Healthy couples need independent space. It won't work if you can't have healthy independent events with your girls. You cannot control people, places, or things.
Yeah, like I was saying. So that's why I was like, when we originally said it, like, what is going out? Are you talking about like happy hour, or are you talking about out?
Like going to the club at night.
Yeah.
So you think it's the difference between going to happy hour after work or going out? Okay, so that puts a different spin on it. Yeah. When you say it's a difference between, okay, y'all. So what he's saying is it's a difference between going out after work for drinks with your girls, as opposed to going to the club, like hanging out, tearing up the city or whatever. Yeah. Coming in at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. Correct. Okay, I get it.
But for me, I've been in a relationship where I left the doors open, and the only thing that I asked was not to be disrespected in front of children. Like, because I knew who I was dealing with. I knew, like, she likes to raise her voice and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, words don't bother me, but just don't do it in front of kids.
Okay. So, I want to say happy birthday to my boy Derek Scribble that just tuned in. Happy birthday, old man. Happy birthday. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah. Now that you put it like it's a difference between the two, then yeah, I can feel what you're saying.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not that, and that's what I want people to stop thinking. It's not about controlling. You know what I'm saying? A man should not, nobody should be trying to control anybody. Hell, you don't, to the parents, you don't even control your own kids. You think you do, but you don't.
Yeah, because you got to instill in them, and once they go out in the street, they got to make the decisions for themselves.
Yeah. So stop thinking that we controlling anything. We have to have understanding. And I believe that a man's role in a woman's life is he's supposed to provide for protection, provision. You know, he's supposed to take.
My people be savages. Go ahead.
That's not what they say.
She said he insecure and controlling.
What am I insecure about?
She said because painting with a twist can start at 9.
Hey, but again, I'm not telling you.
But my girl Shantae said, I don't think he is controlling. He wants what he wants, just as y'all do. And as long as you stated and you got a person that's cool with that,
I'm saying,
because I think I would probably like that. I think because I've been doing things at 45. I'm not gonna lie. I done did things by myself so much. I'm tired of doing shit by myself.
She sounds like somebody who's been controlled before.
Have you been controlled before, Tanisha?
So that's why she wants to feel free. And she got the wrong one. I love for people to feel free. I've been in a lifestyle. I've studied poly lifestyle.
Hold on, you've been in a lifestyle. What do you mean? Like you've been like in some swinger shit?
Yeah.
Where y'all have multiple partners? And did you let other people?
I wasn't like out there. I'm still part of the lifestyle.
So did you let other people have sex with your girl?
I didn't have a girl at the time.
Oh, so you didn't have no emotional bond to nobody?
Nah, I mean, I have emotional bonds to everybody. I feel if I come in contact with you, I'm going to always have some type of bond to you. Mm-hmm. If I sit down and have a conversation with you, it must have been something, because I don't let a lot of people get near me. You know what I'm saying? I talk a lot of shit, so I'm real cautious about who I bring around me. So if you're around me, there's a bond there. But now when I joined the lifestyle, I got tired of the club scenes and I was trying to find something. And I just wanted to see people be free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was.
But would you have found a wife in the lifestyle?
Probably not. I don't know. I don't know. I've seen people find wives there.
So my girl Shantae says, I go out of town with my husband and I go to the club and I still do all my wifely duties. Lincoln James said it all comes down to communication and honesty. And at the end of the day, that's what he said in the beginning. You got to set your terms. You got to lay your foundation down and stick to it. Like you can't, once you lay your foundation down or once you lay down the terms, you got to stick to what your terms are. So Thomas Reese says, you're tired of doing things by yourself, but you're limited on how much you're willing to combine with someone you want to be with. No, I'm not. Listen, I'm going to tell you this. And so we talking about terms. And this was my terms. When I was with my ex-boyfriend, I told him, there is nowhere that I go that you can't go.
Correct.
It is nowhere that you go that I shouldn't be able to go. Correct. If somebody tell me, now if I say, my girl invite me over, we having a girls' night. And I'm like, well, can my husband come? And she'd be like, no, it ain't no husbands. If that's the case, if I want to be with my dude, I'm like, nah, well, I'm not going there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But if it's like, if he like, go ahead and go with your girls, then I'm gonna go. I'm staying. If he like, I'm gonna stay in the house, then I'm gonna go.
And that's kind of like how I am. Like, I understand that women love options. Options are a girl's best friend. If you give her the correct options, she most likely she's gonna choose wisely. So, like, you have the option to do what you want to do. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. Anywhere that I go, you can go. Because I ain't got nothing to hide. That's the type of person I am. I'm a very transparent person.
And Shantae said, and I raised 5 kids. She said she do her wifely duties and she raised 5 kids. Now, Tanisha Smith said, not me. I respect my man, but I love a man who respects me also. And our relationship doesn't need rules and regulations because we have respect. That's cool. Your mom says, we control our children to teach you how to be safe. And his lifestyle is being raised by a mother that taught him everything, wow, and know-how. Okay, mama.
Whatever.
So Thomas Reed said, women say these things that have been built up for a long period of time. Shantae said, it's always some rules you have rules also. So Lincoln says, what happens if he says, no, you can't go? Are you going to be submissive? Well, I'm going to tell you this.
Can I speak first?
Go ahead.
He shouldn't even be telling you no. Unless there's a legitimate reason why.
That's what I'm going to say. That's what I was about to say. Because my thing is, if he tell me no, let me get over here so I can see Instagram. If he tell me no, then I'm gonna be like, why? Why not? If he be like, I just don't want you to go.
Nah, that ain't. What? That's controlling.
Yeah, what? You just don't want me to go.
You better have a bad feeling about tonight.
Right. I don't want you to go because I feel like you're gonna slide into somebody or something. No. Nah. Okay. If you have stated in your show that if you're getting with a man, the things you have built up over, you're not willing to turn over to them. No, I did not say that, Thomas. He's saying I've said on my show that I'm telling you this. I'm more selective because I want to make sure that the things that I have worked hard for, that I'm giving them to somebody because I have a disease. As you guys know, people that's tuning in for the first time, I am a cancer survivor. And cancer is a disease that can come back. So I am forever a cancer patient. But I have worked hard to acquire the things that I have. And I'm not about to turn them over to somebody that is not going to maintain what it is that I work for. Right. So therefore, my terms from when I was younger has changed. Like back when I was older, I wanted somebody that had potential. Like now at 45 years old, motherfucker, you better be done reached your potential because I'm not about to be waiting for you to go. I'm not about to put you through school talking about you. I'm waiting for you to fulfill your potential. I'm not about to do that. Yeah, I'm not about to wait for you to reach your potential. You got to come with some shit because I don't work hard. I'm not about to give you my shit and I don't work for 45 years to get where I am, and then I turned 46, and I'm sick in the bed, and you done went through all my shit. No, I can tell you that right now.
She turning into a man.
No,
turning into a man. That independence will turn you into a man quicker than. Ooh.
You said I'm turning into a man. Well, yeah, I guess I can see
a man builds up the man is supposed to leave everything for his family. You're trying to pick which man that you feel to leave some shit to. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A man is supposed to be picking a wife who he gonna leave everything to. His legacy to.
I get it.
Yeah,
if I bring a table to the table, match my damn table.
Nobody cares about your table.
Me and my ex had Friday and Saturday off together, and Friday was his day to do him if he choose, and Saturday was family day, and it worked for us. I like that. A man worked to give a woman everything, and a woman worked to tell a man why she don't need him.
Yeah, that's pretty much where to go.
Nah, I don't want. I'm gonna say this. This is something that we had on the last show. I don't need a man.
You do need.
I want a man.
You need a man. You need a man in life. A man needs a woman, and a woman needs a man. I don't know why y'all act like we don't need each other. Like, you're a single woman, right? But if somebody got this dough,
I'm getting behind you. I'm getting behind you. Lincoln James, I knew you was gonna say you need a man.
You need a man. but
I'm gonna change. You know what? Hopefully one day I'll change that because I'm working on myself. Because I'm gonna tell you this: I'm 45 years old. I've never lived with anybody. I've never been married. I've been proposed to a couple of times, but something that I'm doing ain't right. So I got to change some things. I know that because my way of thinking.
All your failed relationships were your fault. All of them were your fault.
Why? You saying that, or you asking me that? No, they wasn't.
They were all your fault. If you want to do better, you got to know. I'm telling you because you made the choice. You made the decision to be with that person. Now go back and find out what you did. And
no, all my failed relationships was not my fault.
It was. My failed relationship was my fault.
Every woman needs. Okay, so everybody's saying that I'm saying it wrong. I'm open, y'all. I'm open to learn. Everybody's saying that we need. Okay, my cousin Celeste said I need air. I need water. And Keita said yes, we do need each other. And Queen Angie said we need each other. Shantae says every woman needs a man and a man needs a woman just the same. But if I don't have one, I got to get it myself. That's what I feel. Then let me tell y'all this.
If you don't have one, if somebody out that door, you gonna call 911.
I'm gonna say this.
Or you gonna call somebody, a man that you love that don't look at you that way.
One of the reasons why I say, and this is why I say I'm up for discussion. I'm open to say that maybe I want to change, because I say I don't need. The reason why I say I don't need a man, let me give you that. The reason why I say I don't need a man is because I have accomplished so much in my life without one. You know what I'm saying? But then when it's times that I have to go and handle business that I feel like a man should be handling, I do feel like I'm at a disadvantage from not having a man in my life. So I'm open to changing that, because to me, it's all in the wordplay. You know what I'm saying? It's the difference between want and need. And I'm gonna tell y'all this, y'all. This is a transparent moment for me. Maybe I need to change that. Maybe I need to stop saying I don't need a man. Maybe I need to look at the definition a little bit more, because I do want somebody. I feel like I don't like saying I need somebody to complete me. I don't like that.
But that's what we're put here on this earth for.
I believe that we are made for, a man and a woman are supposed to be together. I do believe that. But I just gotta get it together. So Tanisha gonna say, my cousin gonna say, don't co-sign on that. So Tanisha said, if you don't have a man now, then clearly we don't need one, but do want one in your life. That's what I'm saying. And I got to figure that shit out. I'm telling you, I'm having a transparent moment here. I need to learn the difference, because I hate being one of them women, because I come across as being an angry woman when I say I don't need a man. I don't need a man.
I'm laughing.
But I'm like, I want a man. I do. I want a man. I'm tired of doing everything on my own. I really am. I'm tired of doing everything on my own.
And that's why I be going in so hard on the niggas on my page, because niggas be good niggas, but they throw their life away behind silly stuff. Like you saying that, like, men need to hear that. Especially black men. Black men need to hear that women need us. We don't hear that. We never hear it. So going back to you were saying the angry black woman, we don't even sound like we're needed. So when they go and kill us and all that other stuff, it don't bother America, because we're not our own.
We don't feel like y'all need it.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
I know I'm needed. I don't know. But I know that I'm needed. Yeah. But it's other people out there that don't understand that they're needed.
So let me say this. So L.O. Hughes says men don't have time for all that upfront grandstanding BS. There are more female gold diggers than male was. Okay, he's saying, because I'm saying that I done built up everything that I have right now, and I'm not gonna give it to somebody that's gonna just come in.
But you got male gold diggers out there too. So
yeah, but he's saying that there's more female gold diggers than men.
Oh, no, it ain't. No,
I told y'all last week about that dude saying, "Let me run your money. Let me run that money."
No, it ain't.
Yeah,
I know. Come the first of the month, when niggas ain't got them bills, that bill money, they be knocking on another female door. Hey, right? Can I sleep here?
I know that's right. So my cousin said, "Stop acting like it's so many men out here for us to choose from, because it ain't." And now that I'm gonna tell you this,
yeah, it is. But y'all be picking other women's men. There's so many men out here, and y'all be picking other women's men.
We got men that we have. First of all, let me tell you what our biggest enemies are. Our biggest enemies are, first of all, the system, because the system has a large number of our black men.
Hey, y'all want us to knock out white men for calling us niggas.
Then they have. Then we not only that. No, I I understand what you're saying. That is a point. Like you said, we want our men. Some of the times we look at our men, we look at if somebody was to call you a nigga and you walk away, and I'm with you, I'm gonna be looking like this nigga weak as hell. I feel that. I was at the airport one day, and me and my ex-boyfriend, and he was. A dude said we couldn't get through a door, and a black guy was because the door was broken, and he told us to go this way. So we had to walk way down and then come back to the luggage place. So a white guy was there, and he was with his Chinese girlfriend. She came and picked him up, and she said, "Why are you so late?" He said, "Because this fucking nigger made me walk all the way down here." And so I was standing next to him, and I said, "What the fuck did you say?" And my ex-boyfriend was standing right there. I said, "What the fuck did you say?" He said, "I said a fucking nigger made me late." I said, "Bitch, don't you ever say no shit like that." I was like, "You a weak ass bitch." And my ex-boyfriend was standing there like, "What the fuck happened?" So mind you, I'm sitting here. And so my ex-boyfriend was like, "What happened? What happened?" I said, "This whole ass motherfucker just called that old man a nigger." And so he was like, "Baby," he was like, "Come on." He was like, he was like, he an ignorant motherfucker. Don't even give him because mind you, when we got in the car, he was like, "I'm not about to get blacklisted from fucking flying because of this motherfucker because I'm fighting in the airport."
But you do know that niggas didn't have names at first at one point. They were just all niggas. Hold on,
listen. I understand that. I'm not looking for a history lesson. I know motherfucker. He knew that that man that was standing that told him that he was talking to had a name tag on his fucking chest. He didn't have to call him a nigga. But when I said to his girlfriend, if he was so loose with calling this motherfucker a nigga, I bet you, because she was a Chinese girl, I'd be surprised when he call you when he get mad. He probably call her all kind of tight-eyed motherfuckers.
The structure is. You say the wrong thing, throw your life away.
Okay,
that's all I'm saying.
Right.
Say the wrong thing, throw your life away.
I want to say this. I'm gonna read a couple comments and then we're gonna have to go, y'all, because we done been on here for almost an hour and a half. So Thomas Reese says, since you want to talk about tables, when you come together, you put what you have on the table and let it be matched in ways that you need. If you already accomplished these things you speak of, why are you asking him to bring what's already on the table?
Man, y'all talking about tables. I'm talking about a roof, some windows, some doors, some fences. Y'all talking about tables and dishes and shit like that. That's what I'm saying. They thinking about the small stuff. I'm thinking about who can I build something with. Like instead of looking at this house, I'm looking at some property. Like let's look at some land.
Yeah,
let's look at some real estate. Y'all don't want to build with your partner.
And it wasn't until I've dated a whole bunch of guys, and it wasn't until the guy who I am I'm kind of like emotionally tied to, that he brought it up to me about buying land, and that was the first. I'm 45 years old. And I ain't never had no conversation with nobody that told me the importance of land ownership. So, you got to find somebody that's there mentally. But Tanisha Stimmer said, I feel you, Toya, because I come across like that. I come across too like an angry Black woman, but I stand by we want a man. We supposed to have a man, but I don't think need is the word. And that's what I feel.
Necessity is the key. If you have kids, if you don't think that you need a man, and like I said, I don't like saying it like this, because a lot of women put kids as their number one priority, and you cannot get these children unless you have the seed of a man. Now the world is female. I get that.
When you talking about, hold on, he gonna say I should have shut up and followed your man's lead when I was in the airport. Yeah, I was, because I made a spectacle of myself. I do. And it was like, yeah, well, yeah.
But sometimes as men, sometimes when we love our woman so much and we see she gets frustrated, we go, and then we might get thrown in jail.
And
then she gone.
That's another Black man in the system. Can't go to California with your baby mama type shit.
Yeah. So
yeah. You had a lesson learned. Yeah. Yours was a lesson learned. So therefore, I could see you talking from experience. Yeah.
Yeah. So I try to tell people, believe it when whatever you see, you better believe it in real life, not on internet. but in real life. Like, don't let people trick you out of your position. Like, you have people who really care about you. There's a woman out there that really loves you. Mm-hmm. And if you love that man, don't put him in a situation where he gonna have to throw his life away.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of great men in jail for throwing their life away.
Over a woman.
And that woman who said that they love them
is going on about their business. I agree.
So,
all right, y'all. I think we had a great show tonight. I really want to say thank you for tuning in. Y'all, my regulars, my cousin, my girl, Tanisha, my cousin Angie, L.O. Hughes, Thomas Reese, Lincoln, Celeste, my cousin, my family, my friends. I want to thank y'all for coming on and making this show everything that it is. Y'all, I'm having a special show on Sunday. Y'all know I don't never come on Sunday, but Sunday at 5 o'clock, I'm having a very special guest, Hair Fetish Shop. If y'all follow her on Instagram, her name is Hair Fetish Shop. She does my hair now. She's living here in Dallas, and she is coming on the red couch. Tanisha, I know that you know I know that you know Hair Fetish Shop. You're one of the people that told me about her. So she is going to be on my show on this Sunday, and she is sort of like a counselor, y'all, because she is a hairdresser. So she hear all kind of things coming through the shop. It's almost like the barbershop, y'all. So y'all make sure that y'all tune in on Sunday at 5 o'clock. We're going to be right here, same place, different time, different day, but the same vibe, y'all. We having red couch conversations. We gonna have some and on Sunday when we have a shot, we taking calls in. So we're gonna have a number posted. Y'all can call in. We're gonna limit y'all conversations or y'all topics to 5 minutes. So we're gonna talk about whatever y'all want to talk about, but we're gonna talk about some of the things that passed by her when she is doing hair. So get ready for it, y'all. That should be interesting. Yes, it's gonna be some interesting conversation. So make sure y'all tune in. If y'all have not followed her right now, go to Instagram. Over here on Instagram, y'all make sure y'all follow her, Hair Fetish Shop. She is going to be right here on Red Couch Conversations. I want to thank you, Roderick Hill, for tuning in. You have very good conversation. You think so? Yes, I think that you did really good. Y'all make sure y'all go follow him on Facebook. His name is Roderick Hill, R-O-D-R-I. R-O-D-E-R-I-C-K Hill. On Facebook, y'all follow him. He'll have his car conversations and everything. Have some good topics. He gonna make you mad too. I'm gonna make you mad. Yeah, I'm trying to pull some emotion out of people and make them understand. Don't respond to everything that you hear. Yeah. But I'm really a nice guy. He's really a cool guy, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all go tune in. I thank y'all for giving us y'all time. We held y'all this on Wednesday. We usually be low on comments and on viewers on Wednesdays. Fridays be our hot night. But I just want to thank y'all for tuning in. If you are in Texas, if you in Dallas, please be safe out there in these Dallas streets. The weather is really, really bad. And I don't know if we're going to be snowed in tomorrow, but if it is, it is what it is. But all right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. The Bald Head Truth. Y'all go follow me. Share. Everybody share. I should get 8 shares right now. Share. Share this podcast or whatever you want to call this shit. This live stream. Share it right now. That is true. Go to YouTube and subscribe to my channel. Simply The Bald Head Truth, y'all. Subscribe to my channel. Press the bell for notifications when I go live. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Peace out. I'm tuning off of YouTube. I am tuning